Economic Development meeting, Dr. McGuire. Councilpersons Garidi and Moda on the CEDC committee, so Dr. McGuire. 30 seconds until Mr. Garidi finishes up, then the floor is yours. Go ahead, Dr. McGuire.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is Bill 56, which deals with the money coming to the city from Pennsylvania Department of Health. Mr. Hannon, do you need to read this?
Yep.
Yes.
Bill 56 amends the 2016 health budget to provide for supplemental appropriation of $11,240 as a result of funds from the Pennsylvania Department of Health for the purchase of training and supplies for the Childhood Injury Prevention Program for the Safe and Healthy Homes Initiative and mileage reimbursement.
Thank you. Any questions from my colleagues?
Ms. Kistler's here.
I apologize, Council, that this is like the third time that I'm coming back before you with supplemental appropriations. I had asked Pennsylvania State Department of Health if they could give us a projection of the total amount so that we wouldn't keep introducing bills. And every time we think we have the final amount, luckily, they come back to us and allocate an additional appropriation. So I think this is the third time. We're just going to keep expanding the number of families we serve and the number of items that we're able to distribute as long as they keep offering supplemental appropriations.
Well, the third time is the charm, where you always get some money at the end of that. Thank you for your continuing patience with sources of money for the city.
I just think that it's a great problem, you know, because they keep on allocating more funds, you know, the more the better, so you can come as many times as you wishes, you know, for more money, you know.
That has been the largest amount out of the three, so they are getting larger, so that's a good thing.
Wow, that's a great sign. Okay.
Any colleague?
Just a quick question. This is all going to be for training of the staff?
Basically, because we're doing more and more surveys, we're training more and more staff, and our goal is ultimately to have all of our staff cross-trained in all of our programs within their job categories. So they included additional training money to train more of the community health specialists that we have on staff, and then more items for distribution in the home assessments.
How does the training happen? Somebody comes out with training, or they go out to some place to get trained, or they Harrisburg or something?
Basically, this round of training was held in Harrisburg. They used their supplemental appropriation to host. The first round of training, about a year and a half ago, was held in Bethlehem. So it rotates in different cities or different areas periodically throughout the grant. But this most recent round, we sent 8 people for 3 days to Harrisburg. And, or we will be sending more people to Harrisburg to get training. And then they reimburse the city for the costs of all of that training, plus then the items for the assessments.
Any further questions from my colleagues? Any questions from the audience? Hearing none, I'll accept a recommendation from my colleagues.
I'll make the recommendation. You said anything?
Ms. Bartlett?
Yes, I said.
All right. All in favor? Aye. Passed unanimously. Send forward to the council meeting. Thank you.
Dr. McGuire, this is your committee. I respectfully request that, being this is kind of like a no-brainer, we're getting money from the state, that Ms. Kistler be excused tonight for the rest of the meeting. Okay with that? You okay with that?
Oh, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You've been doing a lot of pre-waiting for things.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, CDC meeting is adjourned. We have about 9 minutes, and we will